Vinod is the first certified PMP of 2023. Faisal, Ajay, Ikin, Gavin, Naseem Akhtar, Padma, Preeti, Hassan, Wakash, Atif, and Zia. Pallavi, Sajad, Zarnab, Azim, Azad, Mohit, Amoor, Tehsin, Abdul, Prashant, Ajay, Subhata, Grace, Ajay, Ali, Basharat, Zinuman, Mafi, Prashant, Asma, Akil, Vahid Ilyas, Fiaz, Garima, Ibrahim, Shakil, Shivani, Talha, Priya, Raj. Here is my 100 certified PMP of 2023. Venkatesh. Now we are standing on 130th PMP in 2023. Murali cleared PMP yesterday. He basically joined my one-to-one mentor program a day before the batch. So he also added into the batch. Then we started our one-to-one training, working into that particular way. And he's a very busy professional. I have to say to the proud, he's a very busy professional. So he will tell you his thing also, but I still remember when he said that I'm going to travel, so I'll come back after 10, 15 days and then I'll give exam. And I said to him, thank you very much, book your exam. And he was like, what, what I just said? I said, yes, yes, book your exam, you are ready. So he did book his exam, but he booked exam online. Now, it was a very interesting thing. Why did he book his online? I'm gonna ask him now, because he's in Abu Dhabi and in Abu Dhabi there are always centers available. But he decided to go with the online exam, and that whatever happened, he will share few things here. But the important thing is he cleared PMP yesterday, and he's certified PMP now. So Murli, first of all, congratulations on clearing PMP. Please share your journey, then I'll come to the question answers, please.
Yeah, thank you, Amir Bhai, for inviting me into this success call. I would first thank you as my being my mentor. You hold me hand in hand to make me walk all through this journey and make me a certified PMP. I thank you wholeheartedly. And then I would also like to thank my PMP batch 12 friends and the aspirants WhatsApp group who have been putting up wonderful questions, queries, where a lot of brainstorming sessions were happening. It has really added up value to my journey. Uh, Now, firstly, I would like to tell why I have chosen an online exam. To be honest enough, it was an impulsive decision, not a planned decision. But going ahead, I would recommend, though it's not a bad choice, I would recommend everyone to give the preference of blocking up in the centers as the first choice, unless and until they don't have a choice. Then only please select for online, because there are some hindrances where I faced yesterday. My exam was for around 2 o'clock, but getting into online, then taking up the photographs of the room, aligning it, photographs, ID proofs, scanning and taking pictures and sending it to them. Then you will be in the queue to allow it into the application for the exam. So it was like a process. It was a good process, but what happens is that as an individual, when you have to stay calm to get prepared for the exam, these sort of mild hindrances, it really uh, puts you on a tension phase. So all upcoming friends who are on the list of going ahead for the exams in future, I would possibly recommend them to go for a centers direct instead of online, unless and until they have no choice of going for the centers. So now coming ahead to my journey, like to be honest, it would be surprising to everyone. I wanted to get myself PMP certified in from 2015. Uh, Believe me, I have taken training 4 times. I have
I didn't
taken
know
training.
that. I didn't know that.
I have taken training 4 times, uh, from PMBOK 5, 6, and now the seventh PMBOK. But for various reasons, because of some personal emergencies, my personal travels, because of my office problems, and lack of focus, whatever it is, I couldn't complete it. But then it was just I was going through the LinkedIn, and I came through your profile, and I have not hesitated to make any delay. I immediately, the very moment I called you, and I thought, yes, I wanted to align with you, join you, keep you in my Guru Sthan, and then I wanted to take it forward and ensure that I do it. So that's how. But it was very good. The program, one-on-one program, was very good. I really thank Amir Bhai for holding me hand in hand, taking me through this journey, making me messages and calls at night 12 o'clock, 12:30, to ensure that I have completed my mocks, and I have completed the roadmap schedule which you have assigned me, or which you have given me. It was very good. In fact, my wife was telling, I have not seen you for the last 20 years reading till 12:30 or 1 o'clock, be out of your busy schedules. But yes, end of the day, uh, you ensured me that I am PMP certified. So my first of all credits to Amir Bhai for guiding me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And that is the basis of why we are getting, like, people just get confused. Like, when I say follow up is the key in PMP exam, like, they don't understand how the thing is, because this is something new to them. And I will always say that no, it's not new. It's not new. It is thousands of years back. Balki, as long as we can remember. You see, if we go back to our being, we were born, we were taken care by our mother. What now? What mother was always doing? Like, I have two children, my wife, and she's always looking at, like, even today's Sunday. So we were having parathas and those things. So she was like, okay, eat this, continuously follow up with her, because she's like 3.5 years. She's not gonna eat anything, do anything. I took the same feedback phenomena and put it in the follow up. Why? Now you can say that, okay, everyone is adult, and sometimes, like, last night I was recording journey of Mr. Shakil, and I guess he has more experience than my age. And few days back, a new guy enrolled in the program. He had 38 years of experience as a civil engineer. So when he told me, I smiled. I said, "What happened?" I said, "My age is not that much." So, like, he joined the program. No, this is the thing that happens when you go to the project management in domain like that. Follow up is this thing. Like, I was talking about Murali. Why he was unable to give training exam before? There was no guidance after it. You need someone to be your coach, your accountability partner, to someone work with you to make sure, someone who is responsible, that you actually cross the line. Sometimes you need yelling. I do that. If you want to join my program, be very clear about that. I do that. I'd get angry at you. Calls, messages, unexpected, everything. I do that. Why? I will take your consents that do you want to become certified PMP? And if you want to become certified PMP, I'll make sure that you get it done. Let's talk about a little bit more about the online program. So, what was the first challenge about name thing? What was that issue?
Yeah, what happened, Amir Bhai, was like the moment I entered into the Proctor, the online view, the Proctor.
Can you walk us through the process, like step one, step two, like checking the exam and things like that,
See,
please?
I have been a PMI member from 2016, 2017, when I initially started up learning in the program. So I was holding the PMI membership.
Okay,
To be the first attempt I did it in 2020 without preparation, and I failed, to be honest enough.
okay.
Okay, so I knew the process. 2020 was a COVID year, and online centers were not so familiar, so I took it online. uh, the main point is that on the dashboard of the pmi.org, once you have the login available, you can schedule your exam, and that will route you through the Pearson website, where you can book the exam, you can slot yourself. Then they once you and you can pay it online. So once you have paid it online, then you will get a message on the registered email ID, where it will ask you for the technical requirements of the exam, the space, how it has to be managed, whether you have proper privacy available for to take the exam, whether the internet speed is properly or not. It will highly recommend that don't use your office laptop, because a lot of restrictions will be there. It will also ask whether your internet is stable or not. Then it will give you a link where the application itself runs on your laptop, to check whether your laptop is compatible to run the application or not. So these all are the prerequisites which we need to do it before you enter into the exam. So probably a day before or 2 days before, use your personal laptop, do all these requirements, make
Yeah,
your room very clear, The table where you sit on the exam should be very clear of obstructions. You have to take then the photographs of the front, back, left side, right side, upload it there. Then when you get into the login, one proctor will come onto the chat box to again verify whether our ID details are proper or not. So while checking it yesterday, they identified that my name was written as PMI customer Murali Krishna instead of Murali Krishna with my surname. It was written as PMI customer Murali Krishna. So somewhere it went wrong. Maybe it would have gone unnoticed by me, or I really don't know. Then they told we have to revoke your exam. We cannot enter you into the exam. Then I had to get into the PMI org, onto the chat box, then with the customer. They corrected my name and again asked me to check in. When I checked in, my internet speed was, trust me, it was 250 mbps. Still they were telling that your internet speed was not stable. It took almost like more than 35 to 40 minutes for them to make me enter into the exam. So I was really losing the hope out of it. And as you're aware, I had commitments to go on office travel. So I was thinking, oh no, I should not miss this. I was a bit tensed, but by God's grace, they have allowed me. And believe me, the 230 minutes was like like awesome. I left everything out of the world and I only focused on the exam.
You only no. That's an important thing to understand into the context. That this thing is interesting to understand. That while you are giving exam from online, this is the second time this has happened to. It has happened to one of my Sri Lankan student because at some areas the name is long, and when you are putting your exam, like your name can be Murli Krishna Ram, a long name, but whereas the PMI only allows a particular name. This is very important for all of you guys, that if your name is long and only the certain first name last name is written there, but on the passport or on the identity card it's a different name, please, before going to the exam a week or even before booking the exam, talk to PMI. They will raise a case, give you a ticket number as a proof. So when you go to the center, so at least you can show them, hey, this is my name, this was the problem, I talked to them, that case has already been resolved, so that you don't have that day problem. Because I know it, Murli was calling me and I can feel the tense in him because there's a tension about the exam. And he is traveling today in the evening. In the evening you are traveling, Murli?
Yeah, night.
So in the
Tonight.
night, so he's ready. If he does not give exam tomorrow, then it become a problem. It got delayed because if you are traveling for the 10 days, then again the problem is there, you cannot study. So I did not want that thing to happen with him or anyone. So we worked on it and we got this thing. But this is important for all of you.
Yeah,
Please
it is a
check.
lesson learned.
Yeah, lesson learned. That's why I say lesson learned register is not for the current project. It's for the future projects. So same thing. The success journey is not for you. It's for other people.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay, so thank you for adding to that. So we are getting congratulations. Of course, Garima is always there congratulating you. Gaming Hub, Mohit is saying congratulations. Uh, okay, Asad is saying congratulations.
Thank
Okay,
you, thank
so
you, thank
Asad is
you, thank
planning
you.
to give exam. He's also ready. He's in Saudi. He's planning to give exam online. I particularly messaged him. I said, come to the journey and ask him the question regarding online. Asad, do communicate with the Murli. His number is in the group. So regarding the online exam, if your internet is, I guess, if you are not getting the dates, Murli, what would you say? Like he's getting a date of 15th of April and he's ready for the exam. So he's in Saudi Arabia. Internet is good. Should he book an online exam or not?
See, online exam is not bad in the first step, but if centers are not available, going ahead with online is not at all a problem. As long as whatever I explained, the prerequisites or my lesson learned, please take care well in advance, so that you don't get into the trouble. Go enter into the exam with a peace of mind and you can complete it. However, as a first slot, if centers are available, I would always henceforth prefer anyone to please prefer centers.
Hmm. So that's an important thing to understand the context. Rizwan is saying congratulations. Marimuta saying congratulations. Jess is saying congratulations. Okay, let's talk. Let's go into the detail of a few more things. So in with me, how many books you have to read? Zero. This is such a beautiful thing. When I said people you don't have to read books, they become shocked. Like, how do I make sure that you clear the exam with reading the book? And the reason is this. How important is root cause analysis?
Uh, Before root cause analysis, I just want to tell you something which is funny. Probably everyone will know to it. As I told you, I started my journey for PMP since 2015, 2016. I have a bookshelf with Richa, PMBOK 5, PMBOK 6, PMBOK 7, head first, but which I have been trying to read it for last 5 years. Those are still lying untouched on my bookshelf, and I am proud to tell that I cleared the exam without touching any books. So guys, reading book is, I mean, it's not required. When Amir bhai told me that, the first question which I asked is कौन सा book पढ़ने क्या है, he told don't read any book. I was surprised. I told I am holding a full library here and he is telling not to read any book. So I was quite surprised. Then I had full trust on Amir bhai. I have not touched any book, believe me, and those all books are just lying like that. So books are not needed at all. First point. Number two, coming to the root cause analysis, it is the most, please underline it, root cause analysis is the most required activity to be done on the PMP. Nothing else. Even if you are doing one mock less, probably it is still okay. But if you are not doing a root cause analysis, you are doing a big mistake.
Yeah, root cause. This is the reason, like, why you don't have to read books. Basically, the thing is that this is important to understand that you go to the depth of the question answers. Like, I will show yesterday, one of my student is also from India. He's in Dubai. Pinkat. He took few days to do a topic agile, but the root cause he did, it was, I don't share the root cause of other people, but I shared in the group and I said it is just amazing. Now he will be doing PMP in 2 months because he has a busy schedule, but the depth he went to, like, the question answer session is a one-to-one student I had with him. He was asking the word this is said in justification, why it is this. I said, now after the PMP this guy can write the book. This is the level of my students, that they don't have to read book, but after doing PMP I'm sure they can write book. Ask them anything and they
Just
make
want to add one point, Amir bhai. Initially, when the first box you have sent us to us to do it, when you asked do an RCA, I was asking why is asking an RCA, why is asking RCA, but you were insisting I need RCA, I need RCA. Then I started doing RCA. The moment 2 days before the exam, I just gone through all the RCAs one by one, where all I did good, where I did bad, which is the area of focus. Now I understand, to prioritize or to channelize your mindset to understand the concepts, root cause analysis is the best and the most important activity. I suggest all my friends who are taking up exam in the upcoming days, please prioritize more on the root cause analysis. Very key important.
it is very important, and I would say that is kind of the key into that, uh, to look into it and work into that. Yeah. Okay, so now let's talk about this thing. This is the one of the most important thing, and I daily made a video. Like, I would say not daily, weekly once a video I do make. How do you manage that time in the exam? Because I get, like, every single day I get 2 to 3 emails or WhatsApp that I failed in the exam, and when I work with them. Uh, that's great that no one my student has failed, but people are failing. The reason is they are unable to manage time. So how do you say that, how you can manage that time?
Yeah. Uh, the exam is for 230 minutes, as everyone is aware. And believe me, 230 minutes is very conveniently sufficient to attend the exam. First, please keep that in mind. This is my experience I'm telling. I'm not an expert, but out my experience says 230 minutes is a very good enough time to complete the exam. As Amir Bhai has suggested, I have split it into three sections, or in fact, the exam content will all come in three sections. But I ensured that the first 60 I completed 75 to 80 minutes. Second section I completed within 70 minutes. Third section I completed within 75 minutes. So it can be very peacefully, you can slot the times. And I was scared because my first section of 60 questions came like all majority are paragraph questions. I was continuous. The first thing what I did was, after the question, first question popped up, I have not answered the question. First thing, what I did was, I opened the calculator. I just used the trick of Amir Bhai. 230 minus 80. how much should be 155 minutes. I was looking in the right corner till it reaches 155 and the number of questions. I just managed time like that. Next 70 minus 70 minus 70. So I just put the bottom target and I worked, but it worked wonders. You can comfortably read the question like the seven tips of how to answer the questions. Like, read the last line first, comfortably read the paragraph, comfortably read all the options, use your elimination technique, be cool, and you can answer it. So 230 minutes is a very comfortable time. Split it as we have. I used it the same formula what you have told me, and I was comfortable to answer in spite of having tensions of getting into the online, having all the prerequisite issues, but I could comfortably manage the time.
Hmm. You comfortably manage it. This is about a very beautiful thing that you mentioned, that time management, keeping into the mind why what time management is one of the key thing into that. Okay, so let's talk about one of the most important thing and the most asked question. Guys, if you have any question, please do ask. Okay, so how important those coaching calls were?
Uh, I will tell you, anyone who is on the one on one program or who are attending all the coaching plans, don't even skip even one coaching call, not even one. YouTube coaching calls or Zoom coaching calls or the main ATP question coaching calls, what we are having. Please do not miss. Out of 280 questions, I am telling you, every question will have a correlation with the coaching call, what we are doing. It will be in 100% context with what coaching calls you are doing. So please do attend the coaching calls. That is a very important aspect of your journey towards getting yourself PMP certified. Coaching call is very, very important.
Coaching call is the, I would say, the paradigm on which everything stands. And
Yes.
this, yeah, yeah. So this is a very important thing to work into that. Now, Murli, the most important thing of my program. I would say this is why my all my certified PMPs are so much into it, because that is my mantra. You see, I'm a big believer of setting a vision, and vision has to be very small. Okay, on the day one when you join the program, I set the vision PMP in 4 weeks, PMP by this time. That is the first vision. Once you clear the PMP, this is my vision. Each one, teach one is the name of the game. Now, at least one person uh, who can work with that and who can clear the program. So, this is your responsibility to each one, teach one, giving back to the community, getting active in the groups. Because now, when you answer the question in the group, I know before you were answering, you were shy. I don't know, maybe I am right or no. Now you are a certified PMP. So you
Yes.
can work into that way, and that can really help them. Guys, if you have any question, put it there. So Venkatesh, certified PMP from India, is saying congratulations. Maksud is also in Abu Dhabi. Maybe you can meet him. So you can
Thank you.
ask.
Thank you, Venkatesh. Thank you, Maksud
Yeah.
Bhai.
So Aware saying congratulations. Jess
Thank
is
you,
in
Avas
Dubai.
Bhai.
Any question on EVM or critical path or things like that?
Uh, EVM, a couple of questions were there in the exam which I attended yesterday, and critical path, yes, there are questions related to critical path,
No,
but
no.
it is
That question where you have to calculate critical path.
no,
Yeah. So
no,
float or things like that, but there is no exact
no,
question. Okay,
no,
calculated.
no, no.
Two drags and drop.
Yes,
Agile stakeholder communication team, the most highlighted topic.
it is almost flooded with questions.
It is flooded with that questions. Okay.
Stakeholder, communication, agile, and team.
These were the
Almost, I will say 60% plus questions are related to that.
okay. Abadi Malik is asking a question. How was the first 60 question? So first you give your, then I will give you my analogy. Please.
See, the first 60 questions will like it'll come like bullets on you. Trust me. Like what happens is that because you join with a mindset, and once it comes like bombarding on you, the first and foremost thing is that you need to stay calm. This is what uh, Amir bhai told me before the exam. Take deep breath, be cool. तुमको जो भी मंत्र गिंत्र पढ़ना है क्या है पढ़ो. His advice was that. So stay cool, 60 questions are you have a combination of paragraph questions, single liner questions, match the following questions. But you please stay cool. You have enough time. The only thing is that, I mean, don't lose your confidence. The questions, one thing which I want to tell you is that questions does not come up straightforward. Out of 180 questions, almost 150 to 155 questions will be all are scenario based questions.
Hmm.
All are scenario based questions. So the context will be in line with PMP only. Whatever we have learned, the interpretation of how you do with the learning what we have done is the most important point.
Is the most important one. That's a key to understand the context you mentioned is a very important thing, how things have aligned and how things are working. Murli, any final advice you would like to give to the people? And it has been one of my longest success journey. Yeah,
Yes.
it's such an interesting thing. Normally it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It does not go more than 15 minutes. But your journey was so excited, and I am so excited to record it. It went to up to a good time. So any things that you would like to add here?
The first thing which I would say, all the people who are working with Amir Bhai, keep trust on him. He will ensure you are in good hands. He will ensure you that you are PMP certified. However, please follow each and every instruction or each and every aspect of what Amir Bhai says. The most important for me, the Excel roadmap what he has given, I have only followed the Excel roadmap what he has given. I have not deviated anything out of the Excel roadmap. The only deviation which I had was Amir Bhai wanted me to be PMP certified before 20th February. It has slipped by 4 days. That
Yeah,
was the only deviation which has happened. Otherwise,
that's okay.
everything was as per the roadmap. Please follow the roadmap and disturb him any n number of times. He is ready to take your call or message or email or whatever it is. That's it. I mean,
But
trust
he will,
on him.
but he will
Keep on
disturb
him.
you more.
No problem at all. But really, that's how it should be. Keeping trust on you means keeping trust on the guru who teaches me. So you ensured me that I am PMP, and I'm very happy for that. And I look forward to help our friends who are there in my aspirants group. Whoever needs any support from me, I'm always there to support as your initiative of each one teach one. So. Uh, I wish all the best to all the aspirants who are taking exams in the coming days.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It was an honor to record your journey and it was great to work with you. Namaste and bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Ibrahim is the first PMP of 2022. Abhishek, Isam, Lisa, Adirul, Abhilash, Sabir, Hassan, Manish, Amer, Alvin, Neha, Pradeep, Amit, Rashmi, Amana, Uzair, Rash, Ghulam, Muhammad, Aarti, Pawan, Tarek, Iqtidar, Numan, Mandar, Muazzam, Nij, Wasi, Raj, Usman, Afzal, Mateen, Chitra, Naveen, Salah, Deepak, Caroline, Limin, Bilal, Salman, Sayyid, Alam, Nabi, Rujan, Shahzeb, Lata, Chandram, Hassan, Usman, Faisal, Talal, Mani, Basil, Wasi, Salah.